Welcome to another episode of Bug Busters Pest Pulse, where we delve into the world of pest control with insights that help you maintain a safe and comfortable living space. Today, we're tackling a challenge that many of us face each year as the flowers bloom and the temperatures rise. Those uninvited house guests that march in without a second thought. Ants. Picture this. You walk into your kitchen on a beautiful spring morning, and instead of being greeted by the aroma of fresh coffee, you find a trail of tiny invaders making their way across your countertop. It's a scene where it can turn a peaceful start into a frustrating battle. But fear not. In today's episode, we're arming you with effective strategies to keep ants out of your kitchen this spring, ensuring that your space remains your own. As we explore the intricacies of ant behavior and infestations, it's crucial to address why these tiny creatures are particularly drawn to kitchens during the springtime. Ants are fascinatingly strategic, and their timing is impeccable. With the arrival of spring, ant colonies awaken from their winter dormancy, eager to forage food and water. Your kitchen, with its crumbs, spills, and sometimes overlooked corners, becomes a prime target. This episode will shed light on the importance of addressing ant invasions early before they escalate into full-blown infestations that can be challenging to control. By understanding their behavior, you'll be better equipped to cut off their access and discourage their return. Throughout today's journey, we will navigate through a series of sections that will equip you with practical knowledge and actionable steps to help you protect your kitchen from these persistent pests. From preventative measures that involve sealing entry points and maintaining impeccable cleanliness to identifying the most effective traps and deterrents, we have a comprehensive guide lined up for you. By the end of our episode, you'll not only learn how to prevent ants in the kitchen, but also gain insights into the broader strategies that can keep your entire home ant-free. But before we dive into the details, here's a teaser to pique up your interest. Did you know that a single scout ant can summon an entire colony to your kitchen with just a scent trail? It's a remarkable feat of nature that highlights the importance of prevention, underscores the urgency of our topic today. So, stay tuned as we unravel the secrets of ant prevention and share expert tips that will help you reclaim your kitchen this spring. Let's get started on this journey to a pest-free home right here on Bug Busters Pest Pulse. As spring approaches, bringing warmer temperatures, a fascinating change occurs in the natural world that often goes unnoticed until it manifests as a tiny nuisance in our homes. This change is the awakening of ant colonies from their dormant winter state. Ants, being cold-blooded insects, rely on external temperatures to regulate their bodily functions. During the chilly winter months, they enter a state of dormancy, significantly reducing their activity levels to conserve energy. However, as the earth begins to warm up with the onset of spring, these colonies come back to life. The soil temperature rises, signaling to the ants that it's time to resume their industrious activities. This seasonal shift triggers a dramatic increase in foraging behavior as worker ants are dispatched from the nest to scout for food and water to sustain their colonies. The ants' relentless search can lead them to travel hundreds of feet from their nests, and unfortunately for us, our kitchens often become their primary targets. The reason why kitchens are such attractive destinations for these tiny invaders is rooted in their basic needs for survival: food, water, and shelter. Kitchens can be or practically a buffet for ants, offering an abundance of food sources that these insects can exploit need to survive. The crumbs that fall from our sandwiches, the sticky residue left on counters from spills, and even the tiniest droplet of water from a leaky faucet can be a beacon for trapped ants. In the eyes of these resourceful foragers, a kitchen is an oasis of sustenance. The scent of food, particularly sugary and greasy substances, can be detected by ants from a considerable distance. Once a scout ant locates a food source, it lays down a pheromone trail back to the colony, effectively creating a chemical highway that other ants follow with remarkable precision. This is why you might return to the kitchen to find a line of ants marching across your counter, seemingly out of nowhere. It's not just the presence of food that makes kitchens attractive, but also the availability of water and the warmth that kitchens provide, especially during cooler spring nights. The combination of these factors makes kitchens an ideal location for ants to gather resources, leading to the often frustrating invasions we experience each spring. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for effectively managing and preventing ant invasions in our homes. By appreciating how the warming temperatures of spring awaken ant colonies and increase their foraging activities, and recognizing why kitchens are such prime targets due to the abundance of crumbs, spills, and moisture, we can better prepare ourselves to tackle the challenge of keeping these persistent insects at bay. Ants are notorious for finding their way into our kitchens, and understanding what attracts them is key to keeping them at bay. One of the most common attractants for ants is open food containers. Think about those half-open bags of chips, cereal boxes, or sugar packets left unsealed on your kitchen counter. Ants have an incredible sense of smell and can detect even the faintest trace of food. When food is stored improperly, it becomes an open invitation for ants to invade your space. Sugary residues are particularly enticing ants due to their high energy content. They are especially drawn to sweet substances, which provide them with the energy needed to sustain their colonies. Even a small spill of juice or a sticky syrup bottle can attract an ant scout, which then leaves a pheromone trail back to the colony, leading to a larger infestation. It's not just human food that interests these tiny invaders. Pet food bowls also offer a feast for ants. Many homeowners overlook this aspect, but leaving pet food out for extended periods provides a continuous food source for ants. Ensuring that pet food is stored in airtight containers and not left out overnight can significantly reduce the risk of attracting ants. As you might have guessed, proper food storage and regular cleaning habits play a crucial role in preventing ants from making your kitchen their new home. By implementing some straightforward strategies, you can minimize the likelihood of ants seeking out your kitchen as a food source. First and foremost, transfer dry goods into airtight containers. Glass or thick plastic containers work best in keeping food sealed and inaccessible to ants. This simple step can prevent scouts from detecting food and signaling other workers to follow. Regularly wiping down kitchen surfaces is another effective measure. Even if your counters don't appear dirty, a quick wipe with a clean cloth or a mild cleaning solution can eliminate any residual food particles that might be invisible to the naked eye but highly detectable to ants. Furthermore, sweeping or vacuuming floors frequently, paying particular attention to corners and under appliances, can help remove crumbs that are often overlooked. Don't forget to clean under your refrigerator and stove, as these areas can accumulate grease and food particles over time, creating a perfect environment for ants. Lastly, make it a habit to rinse dishes before leaving them in the sink. Even a small amount of leftover food can provide enough sustenance to attract ants overnight. By maintaining these cleaning habits consistently, you can create an environment that is less appealing to ants, ultimately preventing them from establishing a presence in your kitchen. To effectively keep ants out of your kitchen, it's crucial to start with preventative measures that address how these tiny intruders find their way into your home. One of the most effective strategies is sealing entry points, such as gaps around pipes, doors, and windows. Ants are notorious for slipping through seemingly insignificant cracks and crevices. These small openings can often be found around plumbing fixtures, window frames, and doors. Conducting a thorough inspection of your kitchen and the surrounding areas is the first step in identifying these potential entry points. Pay close attention to areas where pipes and cables enter through walls, as these are common avenues for ants. Even the tiniest gap can be an open invitation. To seal these gaps, consider using silicone caulk, which is durable and flexible, providing a long-lasting solution that is more difficult for ants to penetrate than foam-based alternatives. Additionally, inspect window and door frames for dried out or damaged caulk and replace it as needed. Weather stripping around doors should also be checked and replaced if worn. For exterior doors, installing a door sweep can effectively close the gap between the door and the floor, These measures not only help prevent ants, but also contribute to better insulation and energy efficiency in your home. Equally important in preventing ants is the use of natural deterrents and maintaining effective cleaning practices to remove food residues that attract ants. Ants are primarily driven by their search for food, so maintaining a clean kitchen is a critical component of keeping them at bay. Start by focusing on your cleaning habits. Wipe down kitchen counters and stovetops daily, even when they don't appear dirty, as ants can detect food residues that are invisible to us. Pay special attention to the corners and edges where crumbs and spills tend to accumulate. Floors should be swept or vacuumed regularly, with particular focus on the areas under and around appliances where debris can gather unnoticed. It's also important to clean under the refrigerator and stove, as grease buildup and crumbs can accumulate over time, providing a food source for ants. Another key area to address is the sink. Rinse dishes thoroughly before leaving them in the sink, as even small food particles can attract ants. Empty the trash daily, especially during the warmer months, and use a bin with a tight-fitting lid to contain odors and prevent access. For a natural deterrent, consider using vinegar or lemon juice to clean surfaces, as these substances can disrupt the pheromone trails ants use to navigate. Additionally, essential oils such as peppermint, tea tree, or citrus can be mixed with water and sprayed around the kitchen perimeter to repel ants. These oils not only provide a pleasant aroma, but also act as a natural barrier against ants. By combining these sealing and cleaning strategies, you can significantly reduce the likelihood of ants invading your kitchen, creating a less attractive environment for these persistent pests. Ant baits are a fascinating and highly effective method for dealing with established ant trails, and understanding how they work is crucial for anyone looking to combat these persistent pests. Ant baits function by exploiting the natural foraging and communication behaviors of ants. Essentially, the bait is a combination of an attractive food source and a slow-acting insecticide. Worker ants, driven by the need to gather food for the colony, are attracted to the bait. They consume it and, crucially, carry portions of it back to the nest. This is where the magic happens. Because the insecticide is slow-acting, it allows the foragers to distribute the toxic bait throughout the colony, sharing it with other workers, larvae, and most importantly, the queen. This method is particularly effective because it targets the entire colony rather than just the foraging workers you see. By affecting the queen, it disrupts the colony's ability to reproduce and sustain itself, leading to its eventual collapse. This makes ant baits a more comprehensive solution than simply spraying insecticides, which might kill individual ants but leave the colony intact. Setting up bait stations properly is critical to their success, and patience is indeed a virtue when using them. Placement is key. Bait stations should be situated directly on the ant trails rather than away from them. This ensures that the workers' ants will encounter the bait naturally as they follow the pheromone trails left by their fellow workers. It's important to avoid disturbing these trails with other insecticides or cleaning agents, as this can deter ants from approaching the bait. Additionally, understanding the ant species you're dealing with can inform the choice of bait, as different species are attracted to different food types. For example, some ants prefer sweet substances, while others might be more drawn to protein or greasy materials. Once the bait is in place, it's essential to be patient. Baits can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks to eliminate a colony, depending on its size and the foraging habits of the ants. During this time, it's crucial to resist the urge to disrupt the bait stations or clean the trails leading to them, as this could prevent the ants from carrying the insecticide back to the colony. Regularly monitoring the bait stations and replacing them if they become empty or contaminated can also ensure continued effectiveness. The key is consistency. By maintaining the bait stations and allowing them to work overtime, you can achieve a more lasting and thorough elimination of the ant problem. Managing outdoor conditions is a critical aspect of reducing ant pressure and keeping these persistent pests from invading your kitchen. One of the most effective strategies to achieve this involves addressing common outdoor elements that serve as attractive nesting sites for ants. For instance, mulch and wood piles are notorious for providing ideal environments for ants to establish colonies. When mulch is placed too close to your home's foundation, it acts as a bridge, allowing ants easy access to your interior spaces. By moving mulch and woodpiles at least 12 inches away from the house, you significantly decrease the chances of ants finding their way inside. Additionally, ensuring that branches and shrubs do not touch the exterior of your home is crucial. These natural connectors can offer ants a direct path to windows and doors. Regularly trimming vegetation can prevent this pathway and reduce the likelihood of an ant invasion. Moreover, inspecting the foundation for cracks and potential entry points is vital. Ants are incredibly adept at finding even the smallest gaps in concrete or brick, which can serve as entry points. Sealing these gaps with appropriate materials, such as silicone caulk, can deter ants from entering through these hidden avenues. By addressing these outdoor conditions comprehensively, homeowners can create a less inviting environment for ants, compelling them to seek out other areas away from human habitation. In addition to managing mulch and vegetation, implementing outdoor perimeter treatments is a powerful tool in creating barriers against ants. These treatments can be applied in granular or liquid form, strategically distributed around the base of your home to form a protective shield. This method works by preventing ants from reaching entry points, effectively stopping them in their tracks before they even have a chance to enter your home. It is essential to choose treatments that are specifically designed for ants, ensuring they target the pests effectively without harming beneficial insects or the environment. Granular treatments are particularly useful for their slow-release properties, providing long-lasting protection. On the other hand, liquid treatments can be reapplied after rainfall, maintaining the barrier's effectiveness throughout the wet season. The application process itself is straightforward. Homeowners can easily spread the treatment along their home foundation, paying special attention to areas where ant traffic is most likely. By investing in these preventive measures, you are not just dealing with an existing problem, but actively preventing future infestations. The goal is to create an unwelcome environment for ants, making it difficult for them to traverse the treated area and find their way inside. Consistency in applying these treatments is key, as ants are persistent creatures that will continuously search for weaknesses in your defenses. By combining outdoor management techniques with effective perimeter treatments, you can significantly reduce the risk of ants invading your kitchen, keeping your home ant-free this spring. Even with our best efforts, sometimes an add-a-life problem can become more than we can handle on our own. Knowing when to seek professional help is crucial in effectively managing an ant infestation, especially when our home remedies and preventive measures are no longer sufficient and effective. One of the clear signs that it's time to call in a professional pest control service is when you notice persistent infestations activity despite repeated attempts to eliminate them, prevention and treatments. Ants can be particularly resilient, and certain species, like carpenter ants, pose unique challenges that require specialized knowledge to address. Carpenter ants, unlike your typical house ants, don't just forage food. They can cause significant structural damage to your home by hollowing wood for their nests. This can lead to costly repairs if not dealt with promptly. If you see signs of sawdust-like material near wooden structures, it's a red flag indicating the possible presence of carpenter ants. This material, known as frass, is a byproduct of their nesting habits and a strong indication that professional intervention is necessary. Moreover, if you find multiple ant trails originating from different entry points or notice ants appearing consistently throughout different parts of your home, it's likely that you are dealing with a larger infestation that can only be effectively managed with the help of experts. Professional pest control technicians have the tools and expertise to identify the specific species of ants invading your home and locate their nests, which is often hidden in hard-to-reach places. They can assess the scope of the infestation and apply targeted treatments that are not available over the counter. These targeted treatments are designed to eliminate the colony at its source, ensuring a more permanent solution to your ant problem. Another scenario that warrants professional attention is when ants persistently invade your home, even during the winter months. Ants typically go dormant during colder seasons, so their presence in winter suggests that there may be an indoor nest. This can be particularly concerning as it means that the ants have found a stable environment within your home to thrive, and their numbers could grow significantly if left unchecked. Professional pest control services can conduct thorough inspections to identify these hidden nests and implement strategies to eradicate them completely. In addition, if you have young children or pets at home, using chemical treatments on your own can be risky. Professionals not only know how to handle these substances safely, but can also provide advice on how to maintain a pest-free environment that is safe for everyone in your household. Their expertise ensures that the treatments are effective while minimizing any potential health risks. Lastly, reaching out for professional help can save you time and effort in the long run. Instead of dealing with the frustration and inefficiency of trial and error with DIY methods, professionals can deliver quick and effective solutions that address the root of the problem. They can also offer ongoing maintenance plans to prevent future infestations, providing peace of mind and allowing you to focus on other important aspects of your life. By recognizing these signs and understanding the benefits of professional pest control services, you can make informed decisions about when it's time to seek external help. This proactive approach not only helps in maintaining the integrity of your home, but also ensures a safe and healthy living environment for you and your family. As we wrap up this episode of Bug Busters Pest Pulse, let's take a moment to reflect on the effective strategies we've discussed for keeping those pesky ants out of your kitchen this spring. We've journeyed through the intricate world of ant disgust prevention techniques and signs that professional help is needed, uncovering why these tiny creatures are so drawn to our kitchens as the weather warms up. From the very beginning, WWE've also emphasized the importance of understanding the behaviors and patterns of ants, particularly how they emerge with the arrival of spring, eager to forage food and water. Our kitchens, with their inviting crumbs and occasional spills, become prime real estate for these tiny invaders. Recognizing this is the first step in taking control of the situation. Throughout our discussion, we've delved into the variety of methods available to protect your kitchen from becoming a haven for ants. We've highlighted the significance of proper food storage and cleanliness, emphasizing how even the smallest of crumbs can signal an open invitation. By sealing food in airtight containers and maintaining rigorous cleaning habits, you're already well on your way to creating an inhospitable environment for ants. Moreover, we've examined the critical role of sealing entry points. Ants are masters of finding their way through the tiniest of gaps, so ensuring your kitchen is well secured is essential in keeping them at bay. We've also explored the effectiveness of using natural deterrents, which provide a safe yet powerful means of discouraging ants without introducing harsh chemicals into your home. But our discussion didn't stop preventing. We also explored the strategic use of ant baits and traps, which can be incredibly effective when ants have already established their trails inside your home. By understanding the behavior of ants and strategically placing these baits along active trails, you're not just dealing with the ants you see, but also the ones you don't. This method allows the bait to be carried back to the colony, addressing the issue at its source. Our exploration of outdoor prevention strategies further enriches this discussion. By managing outdoor conditions such as removing mulch and trimming vegetation, you can significantly reduce the likelihood of ants ever reaching your kitchen door. It's important to remember that consistency is key. Implementing these methods regularly rather than sporadically will yield the best results. Persistence in maintaining a clean and sealed environment will make your kitchen home less attractive to ants over time. And for those more persistent infestations where ants seem to defy all efforts, seeking professional assistance may be the most effective course of action. Pest control professionals have the expertise and tools needed to tackle more severe infestations and can provide tailored solutions to ensure your home remains ant-free. As we close this episode, we want to express our heartfelt thanks to you, our listeners, for joining us today. Your commitment to learning and implementing these strategies is what makes our community strong and resilient against pests. We hope that the insights shared in this episode equip you with the knowledge needed to take control of your kitchen and prevent ants from disrupting your springtime peace. Remember, a proactive approach today can spare you from the frustrations of an ant invasion tomorrow. In part, here's a thought to ponder. The best defense is a good defense. By fortifying your kitchen against ants now, you're setting yourself up for a more peaceful and pest-free season. Thank you for being part of Bug Busters Pest Pulse, where we navigate the world of pest control together. We appreciate your time and attention, and we look forward to continuing this journey with you. Until next time, let's keep our spaces clean, our food sealed, and our defenses strong.